major focus of white education is to maintain the advantage that they already have. Black people not having advantages do not need to get the same education, because you're not being educated for the same reason. You're being educated to remove that advantage. You're being educated to feed your starving children. You're being educated to benefit from the wealth that is being stolen from the lands of your ancestors. You're being educated to benefit from the wealth that you create here as a people. That means that our children must be reared to undertake their destiny and to undertake the tasks that lie before them. The problems that black children have to solve are not those that white children have to solve. Education is defined in terms of the problems people must solve. When you go to white schools, you are learning to solve white folks' problems. That's why you can work better for them and solve their problems better than you can your own. That's why, despite the fact that you may have an MBA degree or business administration degree, you own virtually no businesses and you administer nothing belonging to yourself and you have no control over anything economically. In fact, the more degrees you've gotten, the more other people have taken your businesses from you in your neighborhoods. Which means you're being educated for servitude. So the highest educated black is in the same position as the lowest one, and that is they're being educated or not educated in service to white power. Intelligence, we are not even intelligent. Black people are made stupid by the education that they get. And the more education we get, the more stupid we become. Yes, I know this is harsh words, but we have to deal with the reality. We are literally educated into dumbness. We call being intelligent high scores on the SAT, high grades at Harvard and Yale, how much we created for IBM, and how much we created for AT&T. Ladies and gentlemen, it has nothing to do with intelligence at all. You let other people define intelligence for you in such a way that it also means maintaining them in power. The ultimate value of intelligence, the ultimate point of intelligence, is to solve one's own problems and to secure one's own survival. God put intelligence in you so that you could adapt to the environment you live in or adapt the environment to you to further your own life and your own being. I don't care how much you know, how much you've learned, how deeply you've been educated by other people. If you cannot solve your own economic problems, if you cannot solve your own military problems, if you cannot secure your own survival, which should be the point of education, then you have been made dumb and stupid and ignorant by that education. That's why you have to get rid of the concept of equal education and the equating of same and equalness. You do not need the same education as white people. You do not have the same problems as white people. Therefore, you require a knowledge that is relevant to the problems that you have as a people. And when you solve those problems that confront you as a people, and you collect the information relevant to solving those problems, and you develop the mental skills and abilities and capacity to solve those problems, then you are intelligent. It has nothing to do with your record at Harvard or Yale or any of the rest of these institutions. Do you understand what I'm trying to get across?
Yeah.
That's why you must, number one, redefine every word you've been taught in America. You're defeated by the very fact that you don't look at the words you use. The very fact that you go into a discussion, male-female relations, the education of black children, fight crime, this, that, without even saying, well, listen, how are we going to define crime? How are we going to define education? How are we going to define the purpose of the black family? Do you know that we have the right to determine any social arrangement called family that we want to? There's no such thing as any sacred family. White folk don't represent what a real family should be. Do you know that the family is reflective of the social political conditions under which a people survive? That we as black people have a right to say, wait a minute, looking at our current realities, looking at the future problems we want to solve, we believe that the best way to arrange a family and for black men and black women to relate is this way, and it has nothing to do with the way white is do it. But we've never even thought about the fact that we have that what? That right. You see? We never realized that we can define family in the way we what? Feel like it. That's because we don't have a sense of people. And we don't have a sense of nation. When you think of yourself as a people, and when you think of yourself as a nation, then you know that a people and a nation have a right to make their own laws and rules. It's only when you lose that sense of peopleness that you think you have to go and get authority to redefine yourself and develop yourself from another people. And therefore you're destroyed by accepting the definitions of other people and trying to impose those definitions on your situation, even though you live in vastly different situations. What do I say? You can't be like white folk, just like white folk. Why? Unless you are what? White folk. Because people live not in terms of just their skin, they live in particular social, political, economic, historical situations. And their personalities, their minds, and so their relationships and so forth are intricately related to the situations and circumstances under which they live. People then who do not live within the reality of their situation and live within their own sense of destiny and values and so forth are people who live outside of themselves and literally people who live literally out of their mind. And so when you have a group of people who are trying to act like another group of people who are in a completely different set of circumstances and situations, you're going to have people who are misfunctional.